Hi, legends. We are live. As per the thumbnail, will Bitcoin continue the pump here to the upside? Right? Myself and the legends got into 2 trades this morning. Well, maybe the legends, the pro community got into other trades as well. I mean, everyone is exercising good risk management, applying the D-line strategy, swing failure patterns, volume strategy, harmonic patterns. Those are the things that we trade here to the upside. Welcome to the live stream. Yesterday was an insane trading day, but unfortunately, some of the trades that I highlight, or most of the trades that I highlighted last night, I got stopped out. Okay. And that's what happened from a trading perspective. Some you win, some you lose. As long as your winning trade supersedes your losing trades, you make back the losses plus profits in the bag. Today, we had a couple of winning trades. Already took profits on one of the trades, and I see the legends are also roping in the profits. AL Junior, Mr. 𝗬𝗆𝗇, good morning. Welcome to the live stream. Kevin Rogers, early stream for us here in the US. Love it. Absolute pleasure, man. Irina, as always, welcome to the live stream. Hugo, good afternoon, 𝗬𝗆𝗇. Welcome, welcome. Mr. Crypto Big Brains, hi legends, BTC is keeping us guessing just before the core PPI data print. Do we have data print today? Do we have? Let me go check out my economic calendar. Let's do this. High impact. Let me just sort this out. PPI, month on month. Fed Chair, well, Mr. Powell's speech a little bit later. Okay, 10 p.m. Central European time. I might be in bed during that time. And then 3:30 we have PPI month on month. Okay, so some high impact news today. And tomorrow at 3:30 we've got retail sales month on month. So let's see how the market is going to react during these times. Please stay cautious, tighten up your stop losses. I don't particularly enjoy trading news events. Okay, I usually take my play accounts and then I'll just speculate on up or down money that I'm prepared to lose. Right, legends. We're going to go through some altcoins. We're going to look at Bitcoin. We're going to look at this morning in the Discord community. Let me just show everyone over here. Let me switch screens. Okay, this morning in the chat community, I asked the people to please provide me with some altcoins that they would like me to have a look at and chart. Okay, so that was when did I post that message? Hi everyone, please provide me with your altcoin requests. Okay, and you guys provided me with some altcoin requests. And then today in this live stream, I will go through as many as I can, right? So I have a list prepared over here. I have a little bit of a list prepared. Let me show everyone. I have a little bit of a list prepared over here, and we can go through all of these altcoins in a moment, because you know the intention is with altcoins at the moment. People are just, I want to know about this altcoin, I want to know about that altcoin, right? It's like Bitcoin is taking the back seat at the moment, and we're just enjoying the spot bag and the momentum here to the upside. It's almost like no one wants to trade Bitcoin at the moment, but we had a successful trade this morning on Bitcoin. Okay, so I mean, there's a couple of altcoins that I'm tracking here at the moment. We can go and have a look at them. But first, I want to start off with Bitcoin currently getting the pump here to the upside, and myself and the community got into that trade, right? And there was, let me think, there was 3 opportunities to get into this trade, right? Okay, legends, smash up the like if you have not already. Hit the like, destroy the like button. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe to the channel for future notifications. Let's get right into it. Remember, if you'd like to come and trade with me, down in the description of this video, okay, another pop, yes, perhaps another pop on the way. Okay, down in the description of this video is my favorite exchanges that I use to currently do my trading. At the moment, I'm aggressively trading here on Bluffin because they have that competition running at the moment. The War of the Whales. Okay, absolute stunning UI that they've put in here. And then there's still 28 days left where we can stick our fingers into a $1 million cookie jar, right? There's individual prizes, there's team prizes, and you can go and register for the competition by using the link down in the description. Also, they have that 10% cash back by depositing money into your features account, okay, on the initial cash that you put in, whether you make it more or whether you make it less, excuse me, you still get 10% cash back. Right, and that offer ends when the competition ends. Right, so by keeping the money there until the competition ends, even if you do not trade, you will still get 10% cash back to trade with. Keep the profits, use it as fees, whatever you want to do with that cash. Weeks, one of the exchanges, $20,000 sign up bonus, 0% maker fee, and 0.04% taker fee. Okay, and then I'm also using Bybit over here, and I'm using 𝗖𝗍cie. And these are basically legends. These are the exchanges that I use to do my daily trading. And the reason I have 4 exchanges over here is because I believe in diversifying my portfolio. You will not see me put all my money into one portfolio, okay? Because I had money in FTX. Okay, and for those of you that also felt the FTX pain, for those of you that felt the feeling of losing your cash, okay, without even trading with it, without, it wasn't even risk management. Well, I suppose it was a little bit of risk management. The risk management and the lesson that I learned from the FTX collapse is that you need to diversify your funds. Okay. So that is what I'm doing over here. And, you get the biggest bonuses and sign up lowest fees, trading fees by using the links down in the description. Okay. So legends, let's look at Bitcoin here. On the 4-hour time frame, I mean, the obvious thing, keeping their technical analysis extremely simple, you can see that we have quite a steep trend here to the upside. Okay, we've tapped it once, twice, 3 times now, and we have not come back home. But it can still get aggressive here to the upside. But I would consider that if Bitcoin does decide to come back to trend, that could potentially be a nice bouncing area for continuation to the upside. I do like this consolidation area. So if Bitcoin breaks up and at some stage it decides to come back, this consolidation area is a nice zone for support, because consolidation areas always to the left provide significant support to the upside. So now let's go on to the smaller time frames. 15-minute time frame, and explain to you guys the trades that we got into this morning, currently popping here to the upside. Okay, I want to highlight to you guys here on Discord, I did put out an Instagram post this morning. Please guys, if you'd like to come and follow me on Instagram, join me on Instagram and on TikTok, where I do some, some personal stuff. I think I uploaded something about me, from a fitness perspective, going to gym, and there's some shorts from an educational perspective. I will be posting there a lot more often. Hopefully once a day, maybe once every second day, I will be posting out and putting out some content so you guys can get to know me from a personal perspective as well. Right, so go and follow me on Instagram and on TikTok. Legends, the one thing I quickly wanted to share over here is, let's go back here onto the Discord, is a trade that was highlighted by Mr. Aiden, one of the coaches here in the Legends, under trading setups inside the Legends Pro community. This was the epic trade, an absolute epic trade that Mr. Aiden highlighted over here. And you guys can see he's just highlighting trade after trade after trade after trade after trade. It's great to have Aiden as part of our coaches that provide daily trading setups inside of our trading community. And the trade that I want to talk about now that we all got into, and I actually added to the position, so my entry is a little bit higher, was this one. Can you guys see this trade? Okay. Basically a sweep of the lows, and I'll explain it now using the Bitcoin chart. A sweep of the lows, you're getting acceptance back above, and then it's all systems go to the upside, all right? And there was some nice bullish CVD between those two pivots, confirming that we can come and claim the high once again. So we all jumped into that trade. Mr. Aiden, you are absolute fire at the moment, right? And let's translate this back into the price of Bitcoin. Okay, so now this was the level. Let me go on to the 5-minute time frame so it looks like the chart that he shared over here, right? This was the trade. Where's my pen? This was the low. Okay, you have these little lows over here, you have these little lows over here, and usually, okay, what people do is if they're expecting more momentum to the upside and you want to long to the upside, where do people put their stop losses? They put their stop losses below these little wicks. Okay, obvious places to put your stop loss. And what does the market makers do? They send price down, they grab everyone's stop losses, stopping them out of their long positions. You get acceptance back above this low over here, stopping out all of these people. And then you have the breakout to the upside to come and claim the high. And there was also nice bullish CVD between that pivot and that pivot, right? So going on to CVD at the moment, let me show you guys that, this is how we trade. We trade technicals. That is how we get into the trades. Okay, no, we don't FOMO, we don't YOLO, we don't catch rockets and falling knives. But between these two pivots, right, that was the long from this low. You can see that was nice bullish CVD on yellow and on white. Okay, nice bullish CVD confirming that we could potentially come and claim the high. So this CVD played out to perfection, right? You have bullish CVD, the target is the high, and we claimed it. And now we're even going down lower because when price then broke out, let's just read the CVD over here. So when price then broke out over here, you can see we started forming more bullish CVD against, look at this, right? You have a massive higher low and CVD is absolutely tanking here to the downside on white, yellow, and blue, confirming that you're going to come and claim the high once again. Okay, and then these lows just held like a piece of a slab of cement, like not breaking down the lows. Okay, and this is where I had my stop loss because I added a little bit to my position from the long down here. I took profits here by the highs, and then I added a little bit more to my position, and now I'm just enjoying the momentum here to the upside. So legends, let's translate this back into the price of Bitcoin. So I like to discuss the trades that we've taken so that you can learn and educate and you can take these trades by yourself as well. Okay, so this was the first trade. Okay, we all got in there. Beautiful. And as soon as we started pumping up, I told the legends my position is protected. Okay, which means my stop loss is slightly above my entry price. If I get stopped out, I lose nothing because trading is about protecting your cash. That is what trading is about. Okay, it's the number one rule about trading: protect your cash. Protect your cash. If you do not know where your stop loss needs to go, you should not enter a trade, right? That's the number one rule. Protect your cash. You need to know where your invalidation is and you need to stick to your invalidation. So a beautiful thing about this trade is protecting your position. So now you have a free trade here to the upside. Then when we broke out and we claimed these highs, I took some profits because that's what I do as a technical trader. We also had a point of control, a naked point of control, which we smashed through. Okay, we smashed through the point of control, and I told the legends I took some profits here by the pivots. Okay, and I left some of the position open, and then I told the legends, okay, now that we have broken out from this little trend over here, now that we've broken out from this trend, okay, if you've missed this entry, you missed this trade, you could have played the breakout over here. If you missed this breakout, I tracked this momentum to the downside, okay? So there was 3 opportunities to get into this trade and make some profits here to the upside. And here was another break of trend, by the way. Not a beautiful one, but a break of trend nonetheless. Right, so you could have gotten in here. This is a more advanced trading strategy, swing failure patterns. A lot of people do struggle with swing failure patterns. This is an easy trading strategy. D-line strategy, you put your stop below the low, you play the breakout. As soon as you start moving into profit, you can start de-risking yourself. And then if you miss the breakout because you were too scared or you were busy doing some other things, making coffee, washing dishes, right, we had another trend. I had my alarm set over here, and then when we broke this trend, I added to my position. So my position, okay, moved from here to under the lows. Right, and now I'm just enjoying the momentum here to the upside. But I think we had some more bullish CVD confirming momentum to the upside. And I'm not saying that there is definitely the chance that it's just going to rampage here to the upside. I'm not saying Bitcoin is going to do that. Yes, as per the thumbnail, can we get another pop to the upside? I think there's some key resistance levels that we need to break first. The first resistance level is this little consolidation over here. Okay, well, the first one is actually this one, which we smashed, right? So I can actually take this one out the chart. It serves no more purpose. We've just been chopping through that naked point of control. I have seen many times when you create a top like this, when you create a top like this, and you have a consolidation in the top, and then you fall down, this top has a value area high, it has a point of control, and it has a value area low. The most important level inside of this consolidation is the point of control, because that is where the most amount of volume was traded during this entire consolidation. And I have many times seen in the past, if price finds the strength to get there, you could get a rejection back to the downside. So I want to see how price is going to react at this level, making people believe that we're going to claim the all-time high and we're going to set in another all-time high, and then it rejects inside of this zone by the naked point of control and we fall down. Okay, stopping all of those people out. So for me, this is definitely a TP2. I might even close my position over there and or maybe just leave 10% to run to the upside. But this to me is a definite take profit. If you are inside of the long from down here, for the pro members watching the live stream over here, you entered the trade over here, you have taken some profits here by the pivots. Okay, maybe you haven't taken any profits. This is definitely a profit taking area at $92,000, 374. Okay. So those were basically the trades that we got into. We also got into a Doge trade. Still running here at the moment. Okay. This is the Doge trade that I took on Bluffin. Okay. I'm trading a lot on Bluffin at the moment. I want to see if I can scoop up some prize money, my share of $1 million. So I'm doing some aggressive trading here on Bluffin. And basically very simple trading setup. This is where I entered the breakout. Okay. And as price moved up, obvious pivot, always look to the left. Okay. And when you see these little pivots, clear pivots to the left, and there was another pivot there as well, for me, those are always profit taking areas. So I scooped some profits off the table as soon as we hit these highs. And that is exactly where we got rejected. Okay. I told the legends, let me go back here. If people think that I'm smoking my socks, right? This was my section this morning where I told the legends, where was the Doge trade that I highlighted? Yeah. Guys, attempting a long trade here on Doge, okay, as it was breaking out. And then I said, okay, took some profits by the highs, took a little bit of profits here by the pivot highs, okay. And then I told everyone on that BTC trade, watching the trend for potential breakout. If you missed this trade, you missed this trade, watch out for that one, okay? So guiding the community through the trading setups. And I mean, that is why it's important also to pay yourself on the way up. Take profits, because it's never guaranteed that you're going to come and claim the highs. Never guaranteed. And this is why I took some profits over there. Okay, so if I get stopped out, I will at least get stopped out with some profits. Okay, let me go back here onto the charts, go through some comments. Okay, BTC is still running. Just checking my trades here at the moment. BTC still running. Doge trade still running. I have taken some profits. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Right. Where is my YouTube feed so I can see the comments down here? There we go. Here we go. Oh, you guys are chatty. Hello, Devil. So glad to catch your live stream. Oh, this is the early morning one, but later I study them carefully. Normally I miss them, but later I study them carefully. Paloma, absolute pleasure. CBM, Devil the Legend, Moses, Pala Network Target, please. Okay, I will go through some altcoins in a moment. I just want to wrap up Bitcoin here at the moment, and then we can go tackle some altcoins, because I know that is why you guys are here. Yeah, Devil, right? We see Bitcoin, we know where it can go, but we want to see our favorite altcoins. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the love. I see you guys just smashing that heart button over there. Thank you so much. Um, where are we? Costa. Soon Bitcoin will dump. Soon Bitcoin will dump to $100,000. Right. Alts charted coin our Discord community. Tadas, dear Deerwold. I entered Chainlink at 12. Is it not too late? Ooh, $12. We can go and look at that in a moment. I just want to quickly go through all the altcoins that we did discuss this morning that everyone provided, and I will go and look at some requests. Deerwold Marky Mark and the Funky Dutch, right? Did you change your name? Welcome to the live stream. No financial advice. You're stealing my text. Like number 30 is mine. Nobody touch it. When we are having a nice 4-hour, 50-minute close. Hi, Carl Groenen. Hi, Devil. Thank you. How do we get the CBD? It's not CBD. It's a CVD. Okay, I see a lot of people say CBD. Maybe it sounds like CBD when I'm talking, but it's called cumulative volume delta. Cumulative volume delta. Okay, CVD. If you would like to get the CVD or the CBD, right, in the description down in the YouTube video, I have it. Or I had, sorry, let me just do this. I did have a CVD, right? There's it, CVD. There's the CVD site. If you'd like the script that I have running in the background to get these sexy lines that SGS inside of our Legends community helped us to develop, you need to join our free Discord community. Also, first link down in the description, first link to join our Legends Discord community. And you can just ask for the script and someone there will sort you out. Okay. Cool. Like smashed. Good morning from Florence. Eugene, Nicholas, welcome to the live stream. What do you mean by adding to your position when you already have one? Let me know, please. So, I mean, very simple. If I have a trade, okay, this was my trade this morning, okay? Oops, that's the wrong one. Let's put a long over here, a little schlong over here, okay? That was my trade this morning. Okay, maybe, and I'm targeting this point of control over here. I'm not going to be a greedy trader. Okay, my stop loss was below the low, and I mean a 13.68 risk to reward is absolutely insane. Legends, when I tell you, okay, that I usually risk 1% of my portfolio when I take trades here to the upside. When you get a trade like this, 13 risk to reward, it means that it sets me up that I could potentially even lose 13 trades in a row before I lose these profits. That is the power of making sure that you get into high risk to reward trades. Okay. I try not to get into a risk to reward of at least 2. Okay. 2 is my minimum. Oh, it's all the way down here. But that is my minimum trade that I will get into. I prefer a 3 and up. That's the best ones to get into. Okay. But I mean, this is an absolute insane risk to reward. And it is only, I have found through my trading experience, it's only swing failure patterns that you can give you this risk to reward. Okay. Because if you entered over here, right, that starts decreasing your risk to reward. Now you have a 2 or even less than a 2 risk to reward. But if you can start mastering swing failure patterns that we teach very aggressively inside of our Legends Pro community. So if you'd like to join, first link down in the description, you are able to nail these risk to reward trades. So when I say I add to my position, okay, some of you that are experienced in trading, you'll know exactly what it means to add to your position. But when I add to my position, so for example, I have played the swing failure pattern, okay? And we broke out and I took some profits here by the highs. So I just scraped a little bit of profits off the table. Maybe I took $500, $1,000, whatever your trading strategy is, okay? And then I now see, okay, my next plan to get in is breaking this trend. So when I then add to my position, I will then say I am adding more to the position. I buy more Bitcoin. Okay. What then happens is it takes the position and it drags up my entry depending on how much money I add into that existing position. Okay, so now I have an entry over here because maybe I took some profits over here. I took some profits, and now I am buying again. I'm clicking on this buy button again, and then it raises my entry. That's basically what happens. So now my risk to reward has decreased, but what I still do is I protect my position, or I put my stop loss very close because I've already taken profits. Okay, I know this is a little bit more advanced from a trading perspective, but you will get the hang of it. So what I did over here is I took profits, I re-entered over here, not re-entered, I added to my position. It dragged my entry up, and I protected my position again, because now I still have a free trade to the upside. If I get stopped out, I still get stopped out with the profits that I took over here. So it's a profitable trade for me. I added to my position again, which means that if I still get upwards momentum, I now make more profits than just leaving that 20% open or the 30% open and only getting a little bit of profits. I think I'm going to have to, maybe tomorrow, maybe during the live stream tomorrow, what I'll do is I will show you guys on an exchange how you do that, right? I'll use Bluffin and I'll show you how do you add to a position, what happens to your entry, okay? I mean, trading does get a little bit advanced, but I'm trying to keep it as simple as I can here on the live streams for everyone to understand. Dear old Mr. D-line in the house. Yes, I think that D-line is, is never going to leave me alone. I think everyone is just talking about the D-line strategy. Okay, so now currently enjoying the momentum here to the upside. That is the easiest way that I can explain. When you add to your position, it basically adds money to the same position that you already have open, and that raises the entry up because I'm now adding to the position at a higher level. I still protected my position. So I'm currently here. I'm in a free trade. If I get stopped out, I lose no money, and I still benefit from the profits that I've made over here. So that's what I mean by adding to the position. Okay, cool. So I think Bitcoin has a chance to still crawl up here to at least this point of control. Yes, it does definitely have the possibility to go up here and claim the highs. Okay, we have to acknowledge that it has the potential to go and claim the highs, but I have to, as a technical trader, pay attention to this level. If Bitcoin, okay, we didn't have a beautiful naked point of control break over here. It was a very confusing one this morning, and the pro community know exactly what I'm talking about. But in a nutshell, what I do look for when if price finds the strength here to the upside, okay, at least the 15-minute candle, if it cannot close a 15-minute body of the candle above, that's usually a bearish sign. So if price comes up here and it leaves a wick behind, at least on the 15-minute time frame, and the body closes below, that's usually a sign of weakness, and you could get a little bit of a retracement to the downside. This is why I'm planning to take profits with this position over here, because you just never know. Everyone expecting the highs to be claimed, and then you go up and you fall down. Okay, that's just, as a trader, I have to pay myself. I'm not going to work hard with these trades, put my money on the line and not pay myself. I don't want to be in a profitable trade and walk away at the end of the day after trading for a couple of hours. I don't want to go to bed with no profits if I knew that I had profits. Okay, that's something that I've learned very, 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 very hard. It was a very hard lesson that I had to learn in the trading game. Pay yourself, pay yourself, pay yourself, pay yourself. Okay, cool. Now, so this is the level of resistance that I'm watching at the moment. And depending on how price is going to react in this zone, we can either see if we smash through here and we close a body of a 15-minute candle above, we could continue momentum to the upside and come and claim the highs again and go into price discovery. It's as simple as that. And then we'll have the pop as per the thumbnail. Maybe we'll have another pop here to the upside. Okay, cool. So to the downside, okay, we have a daily level that looks really interesting to me. If Bitcoin, for some reason, I really like this little structure over here, okay? When I take a fib from this little pivot over here to the highs that we've made over here, and I draw a little Fibonacci over here, What I really like about this structure, if it starts getting bearish, so let's play out the bearish case scenario and just see if Bitcoin decides to reject over here, it does not claim the high. Let's say it rejects, it falls down. This daily level looks really interesting and juicy to me because I can just imagine how much liquidity is below this little pivot over here. And there is a consolidation area that can provide support. That's what I really like to see. When you look at a structure like this and you see nice consolidation areas, those areas usually provide excellent support. So if Bitcoin finds momentum here to the downside, okay, it can even fall from where it is right now, okay. I already have a successful trade in the bag, so I'm happy with the profits. But let's say it falls here to the downside. I think this could be a nice long opportunity back to the upside. Okay, you have a consolidation area that can provide support. You have an untapped fresh daily level that formed last night, and you're going to stop out people because you have to remember, okay, it's always best to trade from a level where you know people are going to put their stop losses. So looking at the structure, I can just see and imagine myself, if I had to play along here to the upside, where would I have put my stop loss? I would have put my stop loss here below the low. And maybe I entered over here and now I'm just riding the momentum to the upside. So there's a lot of liquidity over here. And you've often heard the saying that, my word, the price went and stopped me out and then it went into the direction that I wanted to trade anyways. Okay. How often have you heard that? People you put your stop loss over there, price does this and then it continues, stops you out and then it rampages to the upside because it's an obvious stop loss area. Another obvious stop loss area is below this pivot. Another obvious stop, these pivots are liquidity areas. This is usually where people put stop losses for shorts and longs. Okay, if you're shorting here to the downside, guess what? Your stop is going to be above the high. If you're longing from here, guess what? Your stop is going below the low. If you're longing from here, below the low. And this is where the swing failure strategy came to life. That is how it was born, the swing failure strategy. It is based on stop losses and liquidity hunts. So when you are able to identify, and it does come with experience, clear pivots of where people put their stop losses and where liquidity lies, often what happens is, like here, okay, this was an absolute legend, Mr. Aiden. Okay, you have all these little lows over here and then you dip below, and that's what you need to watch. Okay, you dip below and you get acceptance back above. That is the key to swing failure patterns. And the same thing could happen over here. Maybe we reject, it comes back down, it taps the 786 fib. This is why I drew the fib from the low to the high, because I'm looking at this structure that is forming here now at the moment. So if it successfully rejects over here and it falls down, tapping the 0.786, we have a daily level. And this is what I refer to is now you have nice confluence with a pivot as well. If price had to fall down here, clean up the scribble. If price had to fall down here, I'm not interested. As price is falling, I'm not interested. I don't care. I could put some popcorn in the microwave and I watch the price. Okay, I don't care because it can just waterfall and come and bounce here on the trend. Okay, I am not interested in a long trade as long as price is just falling, cutting through the levels like a hot knife through butter. Where I get interested is if price had to fall down and it does this, it gets acceptance back above, it stops, because then I know where to put my stop loss. If I do not know where to put my stop loss because price keeps on falling, okay, you're trying to catch a falling knife. The only way that you can catch a falling knife is with good risk management. Okay, you fall down, you get acceptance back above, then you know where to put your stop loss. That is when I will attempt a long over here. Okay, so this is a longing zone for me at the 786 consolidation area, pivot point, daily level 786. So there's a lot of confluence happening here at the bottom. So we just have to talk about this level because Depending, I see we have some high impact news, like I highlighted during the beginning of the stream. At 3:30, we have some high impact news, and later on 10 p.m., we also have some high impact news. So depending on how the market absorbs this news, we could get a little dump to the downside. Maybe we get acceptance here, we pump back to the upside, and we'll just have to see. But I can tell you guys now, if price had to fall here to the downside, I'm not going to target the highs because I'm a day trader, okay? If price had to fall here to the downside, where's my long tool? And we get a successful SFP from this low, and let's say I nail the entry, okay? I do not use limit orders, okay? Because how on earth are you going to manage your risk with a limit order? How far do you put your stop loss? And then you get stopped out and price continues without you anyways. I do 99% of my trades with market orders, if not 100%. It's very seldom that I use a limit order. Anyways, and let's say, price comes back down. Let's say this happens. Okay, price comes back down. It SFPs. There's my stop loss. I enter. The most obvious place for me to start taking profits, guess what, is the underbelly resistance over here. That to me is a clear place to start taking some profits off the table, because you have to acknowledge that if you've made a high and you've made a lower high over here, you could be changing market structure. So this is definitely, well, this could definitely be a nice bouncing area, but don't expect it to do that, because the structure could be rolling over where you come back up, you make a lower high, and you continue the momentum to the downside. So I want to take advantage of that move, and I will definitely scrape some off the table when you start hitting obvious areas of resistance. Okay, just like I'm doing over here, it's exactly the same thing that I'm doing over here. We have a consolidation, we have a point of control where the most amount of volume was traded, and because of this long trade that I'm in at the moment, I am definitely taking some profits over here. That is where I use limit orders. For my TPs, I like to use TPs for my profit taking, because I can just slap them in, and if I'm busy at the gym or I'm doing something outside, walking my dog, at least, if I'm not in front of the charts and it does that, at least it took some profits for me. Okay, cool. Smash up the like for the education and the alpha over here, legends. 177 people watching, or 173 people watching, 61 likes. I think the like button is a little bit bearish. Bitcoin is bullish here to the upside. I just want to see, it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can it like to be forming a contracting leading diagonal here to the upside? So, I mean, I'm going to stuff up the technical analysis over here. I'm just going to take these trends out and just speculate on what if. Oh, we could actually be forming a larger contracting diagonal here to the upside. Okay, but let me just focus on this structure. I'm just thinking, what if? Okay, you're forming a contracting diagonal here to the upside, which is a bearish structure, right? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the 5 is allowed to overshoot. And if this happens and you get acceptance back below, that's a short, okay? Because you could come and claim this low once again. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C, and then maybe you continue, or it is just an ending contracting diagonal and you start falling down, coming to claim these lows over here. Right, only time will tell. Only time will tell. I'm not going to zoom into the 1 minute to try and count the waves over here. It's just, I like to focus on 15-minute, 1 hour from an Elliott wave perspective. I'm not going to go and try and count those waves. It does look like a 3-wave structure here to the upside. If I do look at this structure, it looks like a 3-wave structure. It's not impulsive. Number 4 took the high of 1. So it definitely has to be a 3-wave structure. So maybe 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and maybe now 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's see how that plays out. Cool. Let me go through some comments. Legends, I know you guys want to see your favorite altcoins. I know you want to see your favorite altcoins. We'll get to that in a moment. Remember, if you'd like to come and trade Bitcoin and your favorite altcoins here with me, links are down in the description where you qualify for the biggest sign-up bonuses and the lowest trading fees, only by using the links down in the description. Previous day point of control is a bit higher than the naked point of control you have marked. How do you decide which one I use? The 0.88 is also the daily point of control. Okay, are you taking a fib here from the high to the low in like such? Are you doing that? Okay, daily point of control is a bit higher. The previous day point of control, previous day point of control, previous day point of control. Session volume profile. Okay, my previous day point of control, we already smashed. Okay, there was my previous day point of control. We already trading above it. I do not have, on Binance Perpetual, I do not have a point of control further up using the session volume profile. It can like to have been over there. So I'm not too sure what you mean, Christian. I'm not too sure what you mean over there, right? It would be nice if you can go and post a chart inside of Discord and then I can have a look. Right, remember, legends, down, let me do this. If you guys would like to share your technical analysis with me while I'm on the live stream over here, you can go and register for our free Discord. Inside of the chats, we have the chat section, we have a Bitcoin section, we have an altcoin section, and you can just go and post your chart over there and show me what you mean, because it's often a bit difficult for me to try and figure out what you are saying by only using words. Okay, show me, go and show me. Right, and you can just let me know in the comments. Devil posted the chart, go have a look, and then I'll go have a look at it. Okay, so that is the point of control. And I mean, this point of control I got, okay, from drawing a fixed range for this consolidation area. So I literally took, I put that in manually. Okay, using the, sorry guys, I need to switch back screens. Okay, so I drew this in manually using the fixed range profile. From this consolidation area, there's the point of control. Yes, the value area high is more or less in confluence with a 0.88, more or less in confluence with a 0.88. But I mean, the 0.786, nice. You know, you also have confluence here to the upside. You have the 786 taking a fib from the high to this low. You could be forming this leading contracting diagonal to the upside, maybe an ABC and continuation, or it's an ending diagonal, right, where you just start falling down and you come and take these pivots over here. So we'll just have to see how the price reacts to the news. Have a look at CVD. Do we see weakness? Do we see strength? But I do like the 786, okay, together with a naked point of control. If we tap the 0.8, I would say that, you know, any move away is potentially corrective. When you start tapping the 0.88, it means that any move away is corrective and you increase the probabilities of coming to take the high. Even if you get a successful retracement, okay, you still increase the probabilities of coming to take the high if you start tapping the 0.88. So I would like for price to tap the 0.88, because then I know that there's a high chance to go and claim the high once again. Take this out, take this out. Right. So, I mean, this is highly speculative, legends. Okay. I like to keep the trading analysis simple over here. I mean, from a D-line perspective, you all know the deal. You break out. Where was it? You break out. Okay. You benefit from the momentum here to the upside. And now what you want to do is you just want to track this momentum here to the upside, because it could always come back home. Okay. This is now your home line, your momentum line to the upside. What some traders do is when they enter a long, they will not take profit. They do not know where to take profits. That's part of their trading strategy, but they have a momentum line and they will ride the momentum until it taps the trend and it breaks down. Then they take profits. Okay, to maximize their profits to the upside. It is a different trading strategy, not really my cup of tea. Okay. I'll be forming some bullish CVD. I just want to see what is CVD doing over here. Okay, all the bullish CVD that's been building up against these pivots have now already played out. Okay, so bullish CVD, the target was the high and we took the high. So this bullish CVD played out. There was more bullish CVD against this pivot and this pivot. The target was the high. It played out. So all of the bullish CVDs that's been building up over here has now played out. So now we need to focus more locally what's going to happen. Do we see strength? Do we see weakness? Okay, where is my YouTube comments? Mr. Not Financial Advice, smash the bell while subscribing. Thank you so much. Yes, legends, if you'd like to receive future notification and alpha over here, smash up the subscribe and read the bell for future notifications and hit the like for the education over here. Join our legends, Andy, Mr. Legend in the house, guys. Mr. Andy is in the house. I often speak about Andy here during my live streams. And if you guys would like to go and give Andy a follow, if you don't know who Andy is, down in the description of my YouTube video that you're watching at the moment, Andy is down there, right? Just go and give Andy a little bit of a follow. Angie, the absolute degen legend. Okay, cool. What else? I think that's basically what I wanted to discuss on Bitcoin. Okay, I think we've basically nailed the analysis here on Bitcoin. We're currently still in the long trade here to the upside, paying ourselves, as traders. This is the obvious area of resistance. Right, it does have the possibility, depending on how price reacts at this level, maybe it's going to go higher, maybe it's going to fall to the downside. This is why I'm going to take profits over here from this trade that I'm in. I mean, Aiden, well done, my mate. Well done. Okay, well done. I did add to my position, so my entry is now over here. It is protected. If I get stopped out, I do get stopped out with profits. So it's still a successful trading day for me. Now, let's dive into some altcoins. We'll go live in 30 minutes, Mr. Andy. Yes. Matthew, my man. Oh, Mr. Matthew here as well. Matthew, go check out Matthew, guys, as well. He's here in the comment section. He also has a YouTube channel. Go and check him out. He provides, what is the right word? Insane, fundamental technical analysis. Speaking about, what he sees in the market from a Twitter perspective, social media, the hypes around everything. He also has a YouTube channel. Go and check him out. Okay, I don't have his link available just as yet, but I'll get that ready for you guys in the next live stream. But go check him out. He's here in the comments. Mr. Matthew, you can also just share your link over here, right? I'm not sure if you have permission to share the link inside of the chat, but I will sort that out for you during the next live stream. I'll also make sure that I put your YouTube channel in the comments down below. Right, legends, let's go on to Doge. We've spoken about Doge. I have taken profits over there. I wanted to quickly tackle ADA over here. And then we can, just start going through some altcoins that you guys have already requested and that I have prepared over here. So ADA, an absolute insane pump. You have this bullish pennant to the downside. You broke out, okay? You basically got rejected here by the point of control, failing to claim the point of control, okay, inside of this range, okay? If we now have to draw a range for ADA inside of here, beautiful pump here to the upside. I told everyone I took profits here by the highs. That's why it's important to pay yourself as a trader. And now currently just consolidating sideways. So the momentum that I'm tracking here at the moment is I'm acknowledging that we are still inside the value area low, struggling to lose this zone. There's a nice little order block that we've already dipped into, and it's currently holding the value area low as support. So the momentum that I'm tracking, that if price front runs, okay, and it doesn't come back down to this consolidation area, I want to be in that long from an ADA perspective to potentially come and claim the point of control and the value area high again. Okay, I want to be in this trade. So that is if it front runs the level. The level that I really like to the downside is when you take a fib from the low to the high, the 786. I really like the 786 to break down. Okay, so you either SFP from this pivot, maybe you tap the 618. So there's two levels here. It's the 618 with this pivot. You grab the liquidity, you get acceptance back above, you either enter the swing failure pattern or you wait for the break of the trend. A little bit further down, if things gets really nasty here to the downside, I like the 786 because when you look to the left, there's consolidation. Okay, and consolidations and choppiness like this provides support when price falls there. So if price falls here, taps the 786, it can definitely find support over here. And then you either play an SFP. I will use the 786 as an SFP level. If you don't know what to do over there, you wait for the break of the trend. So it's easy. You basically just wait for the break of the trend, okay? Regardless of what price does over here. If you do tap the 0.88, then you start increasing the probabilities that you're going to come and take the low. Okay, so you really want the 786 to be the maximum bouncing area over here. So that is the trading setup that I'm looking at for Mr. ADA. Currently, I mean, we have to acknowledge that it is holding the value area low, and it could potentially pump out here, break the trend, and front run all the levels that I actually want to trade from. Okay, the more juicy trades. Brett Devilled, I will go and look at the Mr. Brett. I posted my chart on the Bitcoin section of the Legends. Thanks in advance, Devilled. Let me go check that out. Let me go and check that out. Okay, I often talk about, guys, please post your, where's my Discord? Where is it? Is it here? Oh, there we go. Ah, I see your point of control is at a different zone. Okay. I see now. Yes, your point of control is in a different area. It depends on your settings. It depends on which exchange you use to do your analysis on, and then the point of control will differ. It also depends on which time frame you use. If you're using 15 minutes and 1 hour, you will see that the point of control will jump around. Okay. So I trade the chart in front of me. It's as easy as that. It's not about being right or wrong. It's just I like to trade it or analyze a chart that has high volume like Binance or Bybit. And I'm not sure which one you are using to trade over there. I think you said Bybit. But yes, at the end of the day, I use the chart in front of me to do my analysis. So thanks for pointing that out. Okay, let me jump back here onto the charts. Okay, legend. So that's the trading setup that I'm looking at, Mr. ADA. I was having a look here at 𝗬cie. Ooh, it looks like it's kind of in a wedgie squeezy scenario over here. Okay, little bull flag, call it what you will. Okay, the momentum is still here to the upside, and you can see every time it kisses the trend, nice bounce. It kisses the trend, nice bounce. It kisses the trend, nice bounce to the upside. And guess what? It's at trend at the moment. So it looks like it could either it's going to fail miserably and lose the trend and find some downwards momentum, or it's going to pop out here for a nice little long to potentially come and claim the highs. So this is the trading setup that I'm looking at 𝗬cie at the moment. And I mean, these are just day trades, okay? Smaller time frame, 1 hour, 15 minute. I'm not doing high time frame analysis now at the moment on 𝗬cie from a spot perspective, but I will get into that from the altcoin request that you guys has sent through. Right, dominance is still pumping here to the upside, which means it's not altcoin season yet. Okay, you will know without even looking at dominance, you will know when it's altcoin season. Okay, Legends, now I want to go through some altcoins that you guys have requested inside of Discord. First up is Mr. Rune over here. Okay, I've had a lot of requests for Rune. Okay, so Rune's structure actually looks really, really great. Okay, there's the simple technical analysis here on Rune where you basically have a simple trend we've broken out and now you're tracking your momentum here to the upside for potential higher levels to come. What I do like about Rune is this. Okay, I know it looks a little bit messy, but I'm going to take you through it because you guys wanted to see Rune. Now here you have it. So pay attention. From a bullish case perspective, okay, nothing's ever guaranteed in the market, but what I do like about where Rune bounced over here, it has made a higher low. And when you take a FIB from the low to the high, okay, it's made a bullish higher low. It's actually tapped the 786 on the logarithmic scale, okay, or even the 618 on the logarithmic scale. But nonetheless, what I'm trying to highlight over here is that it's made a higher low. That's what's important. And I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it does respect the Elliott wave rules from a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the upside. Quite an extensive fifth wave, but I mean the rule is your third wave is not allowed to be the shortest, of which it's not. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you have a beautiful ABC here to the downside. And what I also like about the correction specifically here to the downside is if I zoom into the structure and I take a fib from the high to, let me just see, where did I take that fib? Yes, when I take a fib extension from the high to the low to the high to measure the correction to the downside, guess where we bounced? Maximum corrective structure target 1.618. That is where Rune said correction done. Now we're going to start reversing here to the upside. Okay, and this is usually a maximum corrective target. If you have an impulse to the upside, this is usually the maximum target, and that is where it stopped. So that is a bullish sign. Okay, so now because I'm seeing the bullish signs over here where the Elliott wave count balances to the upside, the correction balances to the downside, now I can start getting a little bit crazy with targets to the upside, okay? And this is kind of what I'm seeing for Rune. Nothing obviously is ever guaranteed, but this is the target that I see for Rune, where you basically are forming a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so if this is the conservative structure for Rune, because we all know that third waves can get very punchy, but I'm trying to keep it very conservative over here, is to say that, well, what if the third wave does end by the 1.618, which is a common third wave target, which is $19. It creates a fourth wave, okay, and then it creates that final push to the upside to around about $23. So this is my conservative count on Rune. So from a spot back perspective, I think a good profit taking zone for me is around about $19 to $23. Okay, but now the question is, third waves can get very explosive to the upside. So I would not be surprised. Okay, this is my conservative target, and I just have to highlight that when you zoom out like this, third waves can go to the 2618, 3618, 4618, 5618, and even beyond. Okay, they can get really punchy to the upside, but this is my conservative target. I just have to keep it realistic. I don't want to be that person that calls for a $50 Rune and then you don't hit the target and everyone's like, but Devil, you said that's where I need to take profits. No, okay. I'm expecting at least a $23 Rune if we have a nice little alt season here to the upside. Okay, so that's basically my analysis on Rune. On the smaller time frame, let me just take this out. On the smaller time frame, when I start zooming into the 1 hour time frame, okay, from a day trading perspective, I'm just tracking this momentum here to the downside. Okay, and you can set your alarm for potential breakout and continuation to the upside. It's as simple as that for me. Okay, also looking at the structure from the pivot low to the high, you can see where it's finding support at the moment. Okay, so it's finding support at the 50%. Like literally, it looks like a cement floor, a concrete floor. Doesn't want to lose this level. What I would like personally for me to give like that extra confluence to jump into a long, I would like Rune to take the lows, because guess what? Guess where everyone's stop losses are. Okay, I would like it to dip down, tap the 0.618 and claim that little pivot over there. And if it gets acceptance back above, I mean, that to me is a solid entry. Okay, so we don't always get what we want, and this is why I'm tracking the momentum to potentially play the breakout if it front runs the zone. But that to me, from a technical perspective, is a long that I would love to get into at $5.1. Okay. So that is Mr. Rune over there. Let me go through. Let me see if everyone, what is Bitcoin doing? Brett, yes, I'm going to go through Brett, right? Hi, Devil. Can you look at Tia? Yes, I can look at Tia. Guys, if I do not get through all the altcoins, I will try my best, because there's so many altcoin requests. I don't always get the time to go through all of them, but I just want to focus on the ones that people in the Discord asked me for this morning. So we have a free Discord community. I asked the question, please share your altcoin requests with me. So I want to focus on those ones. And please make sure that you join our Legends Discord community, and then you can also share your requests over there, and I will tackle it here in the live stream as a priority. What else? When we getting back to the future 2? When we getting back to the future 2? Yes, I need to make back to the future 2. A lot of people have requested that I go into a little bit more detail, because I did try and keep the D-line strategy as simple as I possibly could, but there is a little bit more of advanced things that I use, like how to build your position, how to play to the downside, obvious extended profit taking areas where you don't claim the highs, you leave some of the position open for higher levels to maximize your profits. So it does get a little bit more complex. So I need to make back to the future number 2. I need to do that. That's Bybit Devold. Okay, Bybit, right? Is that okay? I see what you mean. Okay, yeah, yes, the levels will be different depending on which exchange you use. Devold, check Brett daily trading perspective. Thanks, boss. Todor, I will go and check that out in a moment. Dear Devold, I entered Chainlink. Okay, yes. Okay. All I'm seeing is altcoin requests. Guys, let me just focus on all the altcoin requests over here. And remember, Rune is available on Bluffin. It's also available on Weeks. It's available on all the links down in the description if you want to come and support the channel. And if you don't have a proper exchange to trade on, proof of liquidity, proof of reserves, let's go through Injective protocol. There's been quite a number of requests for Injective protocol over here. I do like to focus on the larger time frames first before I jump into the day trading setups. Okay, because you have to decide, did you invest and you want to see potentially where the highs can go, okay, or do you just want to day trade? You get in, you get out, take your profits, wait for the next trading setup. Okay, so from an Injective protocol perspective, I can count clear 5 waves here to the upside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Done. Impulse done. This was quite a bullish bounce here to the downside. It did not retrace deep at all, but you can see that this support, or this order block over here, this consolidation, provided the support that it needed to get the bounce. Okay, this is why I always say, always look to the left if price is coming down, if there is price action that can provide support. So it found support inside of this consolidation area. And then that was the momentum you wanted to track, because now Injective protocol broke out. And it looks like it already did the retest, and it can continue momentum here to the upside. But nonetheless, let me take the brushes here out the way. I just want to zoom out. Okay, so from a conservative perspective, okay, you guys now get the deal, because I've done similar analysis here on Rune, is that you take your trend-based FIB. Okay, if you don't know how to do this, from the bottom of 1, you get it close as possible to the top of 5, to the low that we've made over there, and that is basically where you get your trend-based FIB. I just want to take this one out the way. Okay. And this is how you measure your waves, okay? Because now you have a potential 1, 2, and it's creating a third wave here to the upside. And guys, this is all speculating that we are going to get a massive alt season. If alt season, for whatever reason, is cancelled, the bearish case scenarios are going to kick in, where you basically, okay, you lose the support, you go down lower, you claim the 0.88, which means you increase the probabilities of taking the low, okay? So we're just talking bullish case scenarios over here to try and figure out, well, where are the potential targets if the bull run continues to the upside and if we do get a proper alt season. So it's based on those assumptions. Okay. So please don't say that Devil said we are definitely going up. No, I'm not saying that. I'm only discussing the bullish case scenarios because people specifically asked me to look for upside targets. Right. So if this then is a 1, 2, and we're going to continue a third wave to the upside, minimum target for the third wave is $97, where you will still expect a 4 and a 5. I like to use the 2 fib extension for more or less a fifth wave target to the upside. So if we have a successful, based on the assumptions that I've just shared with everyone, you could be looking at a conservative $117 injective protocol from a spot bag perspective. Okay, I mean, that's going to get absolutely insane here to the upside. Oof, absolutely insane. I just want to see something over here. I'm just curious to see, well, if I measure this wave, where did it take us? Can you guys see? Just for interest's sake, for shits and giggles, if I measure this wave from the price action that I have over here to the highs, to the lows over here, look at where we got rejected, 1.618. Okay, so definitely a possibility. Okay, just take this out the way. Right, where you will basically see a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can slap in the lines. Everyone wants to see the lines. That's basically the bullish structure that I do see here for injective protocol. And from a day trading perspective, let's quickly have a look if there's a day trading opportunity. No, it's, I mean, maybe a swing trade. Okay, if you feel brave enough for a swing trade, you have to acknowledge that your risk management is absolutely insane. Well, in a bad way, because I mean, that's a 36% stop loss. There's just no ways I will enter a trade like that. There's no ways. I do acknowledge the bullish structure to the upside, and we have broken trend. You can see that nice consolidation against the trend. You're breaking out, you consolidate, you're building up that strength, and then you pop to the upside. And this potentially was the retest already, and it's most likely going to continue momentum here to the upside. But from a day trading perspective, it's not sexy. I don't see any clear trends for me to apply a proper trading strategy to this. Okay. If you are lucky, if we are lucky, just want to see. If we're lucky, okay, this is a better trading situation for me, is that it comes back down and then it taps the 50% and you swing failure from these lows. You tap the 50%, you get acceptance back above. Okay, that to me is a better entry. Maybe you'll have a better trend that you can track as well. But the best one that I see over here is these pivots. Okay, and you also create that, how can I say, that craziness from a psychology perspective that, we just had the breakout, it's coming back into trend, it looks bearish as hell. You get the bounce on the 0.618, you claim all of the stop losses, and then it starts rampaging here to the upside. So where it is at the moment over there is a no trading zone for me. If it comes back here, I will be interested, specifically these the liquidity below these lows over here. Okay, so that's what I see on injective protocol. Let's go through rows. You guys requested rows. Okay, I have not done a lot of technical analysis on rows. I wanted to do it live here on the stream. And okay, we'll go through. Just want to see something. Okay, that's better. That's better. I thought that that was the only price action. Let's see. Okay, Rose. I know about Rose from the previous cycle. It did some absolute insane things here to the upside. 59 cents. Okay, we are now at 0.8 cents. 8 cents. Rosie, thanks, Devil. Yes, you guys requested it. I'm going to do it. I hope Injective gets over $100. Yes, I do think it will. I do think it has the possibility. And remember, these are my conservative, believe it or not, it sounds insane, these targets that I'm giving you, but it's my conservative targets. Okay. I'm only giving you guys conservative targets. And that is if the third wave rejects by the 1.618, because that third wave can go to 2618, 3618. You guys don't understand how explosive a third wave can get, especially if you have massive momentum and money flowing into the alt ecosystem. Okay, Coinbase top air store. Let's go. High quality stuff here. Thanks, 𝗬𝗆𝗍𝗐. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Smash up the like. Yes, how many likes do we have? 103 likes. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do Mr. Rose over here. Okay, cool. So, guys, ladies and gentlemen, the one thing that I really like here on the price of Rose is it kind of like to have found the low over here. So you can see, okay, from this massive pump that we had to the upside, okay, I mean, I don't even have to point it out. You have a bull market, you have an insane, aggressive bear market, and then what happens is you go sideways. Okay, it's like, you know, it's a small little wave over here, but this wave could be significant in terms of where the next wave can go. So I do like that it has found the floor. So Rose to me is still in accumulation zone. So if you are extremely bullish on the fundamentals of Rose, okay, that is your buy zone. That is where you accumulate. I just want to put my phone here on silent. Okay, it is still literally inside of the accumulation zone. This is where you want to accumulate. I mean, you can narrow your box even down a little bit further to say that, well, it is now breaking out of the accumulation zone. So if you want Rose in your bag, you are happy with the fundamentals, and you want to ride the momentum to the upside, this is where you buy, inside the green box or inside the white box. Okay, let's make it white, the accumulation box. Okay, you're not interested in price, okay? From a technical perspective, you are not interested in price when it's outside of the box, because then it could potentially rampage. So you don't buy out there. You don't buy this. You should have bought inside here to benefit from the momentum to the upside. And when it comes back into accumulation zone, that is where you keep on adding your dry powder month after month, week after week, whatever your trading strategy is. So now when I look at this wave, so let's zoom into this wave. Take the box out the way. It's literally almost out of accumulation zone, and it looks like it wants to pop. Okay, so we have to acknowledge that this structure to the upside has a higher low. That's what I like. Massive impulse, beautiful three-wave corrective structure to the downside. It's either an ABC, WXY, I don't care. It's a corrective structure to the downside. It has made a higher low. Okay, a lot of people will look at this on the log scale, and they will go and take a Fibonacci, okay, from the low to the high, and they will say, yes, but it's a bearish bounce because we tapped a 0.88. The only hardcore rule in Elliott wave theory is to say that the preferred maximum level is the 786 for a 1, 2. This is considered the preferred maximum levels for a wave 2. But the hardcore rule is wave 2 can retrace 99% of wave 1. So it can go down, and just before it taps the low, it reverses. It's still a valid 1, 2. Okay, not that deep, but you get, as long as you still make a higher low without claiming this low, it is still a valid 1, 2. The only problem with the 0.88 is that usually it states that any move away is corrective and you can come and take the low. Where things become interesting is that when I take the log scale, This is where things become interesting, because usually when I use the daily and the weekly time frame, I love to use the log scale because it puts the percentages into perspective. But then when you take the log scale, okay, I just want to make sure that my thingy here is on log scale. You have to change your settings on your FIB to log scale. And now you see, wow, okay, well, boy, oh boy, now this looks bullish as hell. Beautiful pump, beautiful 786 bounce. Okay, preferred Elliott wave, bounce for a second wave. Now things look absolutely amazing here to the upside. Right, so let's go back to the regular. Take the scribble out the way. Now that I have shown you guys what I mean and a little bit from an education perspective, okay, let's see, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you have your little ABC 3-wave corrector structure. I'm just using ABCs over here because it's the ones that everyone knows, but I must say that does look like a WXY to me, and most probably tap WXY targets as well. So just for curiosity's sake, I'm just doing this for my own entertainment. Yes, it did tap a Y wave target. So regardless, it's a 3-wave corrective structure. So now what you want to do is you want to go and calculate, well, where can my third wave end, right? So you take your fib extension from the low to the high to the low, you drag it across so you can see your levels properly. And for Mrs. Rose, okay, I'm not sure if I should say Mr. Rose or Mrs. Rose, but for Miss Rose over here, the conservative target is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I would say a conservative target, 28 cents. Let's call it 29 cents or 30 cents. Let's just make it a round number. Right there by 30 cents. Okay, for me is a target for Rose. Hi, Mark. Enjoy your day. Hi, Devil, Promise, and them. Welcome to the live stream. Celestia, please. Yes, I will go through some more altcoin requests here in the comments, but I am focusing on the ones that the people asked me inside of the free Discord. Hello, traders. Have a great trading day. Take a look at 15 minutes. 𝗖𝗿 D-line breakout. Rudy, yes, Rudy. I will go and have a look at that at the moment. What is Bitcoin doing? Bitcoin is still crawling here to the upside, still in the long trade. What is Doge doing? I'm still in the Doge trade here as well, still not stopped out. I did take profits here by the high, still just crawling here to the upside. It's like it's waiting for something. Okay, ADA, okay, this is the breakout that I'm waiting for. 𝗬cie, I mean, this is why homeline buys are the best buys. It sounds like an infomercial. Homeline buys are the best buys. I need to make an ad for that, right? You have your momentum to the upside, and you can see every time you tap it, you get a nice move. You tap it, you get a nice move. Guess what? You tapped it, you get a nice move to the upside. Guess what? You tapped it again. Now you're getting momentum here to the upside, and this could be the breakout, or it's going to reject and fall down, right? We'll just have to see. But I mean, from a risk management perspective, homeline buys are always the best buys. Yes, get your coins charted by joining the free community. Yes, I agree. Your strategy is so good and accurate. Thank you. Thanks, Harshad. Peter, welcome. I got in Doge at the bottom of the flag. Oh, what a legend. Where's Mr. Doge? You got in at the bottom of the flag. Which bottom, right? There's so many bottoms over here. If you got in over here, well done, right? If you got in over here, well done. If you got in over here, well done. Even if you got in over here, well done, right? So which flag? Is it from these bottoms, these bottoms, these bottoms? But it doesn't really matter, right? I'm assuming that your position is already protected and you are now enjoying the momentum here to the upside. Also, again, homeline buys are the best buys. Guess what? Bounce, bounce, beautiful bounces over here. And I would even be as cheeky as to say that it's already bounced on the home line, okay? Because maybe it needs to be a little bit more aggressive to the upside. So maybe, this is where it's bouncing, right on the momentum line to the upside. That is where it's currently getting the bounce. Right, let's continue. Oops, what did I do over here? Let's continue. Okay, stay. Okay, right. Near protocol. Ooh, near protocol. There's something that I don't like about near protocol. It's either extremely bullish or it's going to fall down very hard. Okay. There's something that I don't like about this structure. And I've tried to analyze it as best as I could in preparation for this live stream, but I cannot count a clear 5-wave structure here to the upside. That is the problem that I see here with Near Protocol. And I'm not saying it's coming down to lower levels, guaranteed. But what is concerning about Near Protocol for me is I can count a 1, 2, 3, and then where's your 4 and a 5? This looks like a 3-wave structure to the upside. This is the only thing that concerns me about Near Protocol. We want all of our favorite altcoins to get that explosion to the upside, but this really concerns me a little bit. And I mean, yes, I hope that I'm wrong and it's just going to rocket here to the upside. Definitely, I hope I'm wrong. I do not have a spot bag of Near Protocol, but this concerns me. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Which tells me that it could potentially still come and claim this low. Okay. I don't like, all the other coins that I've taken you through, you can clearly see the 5-wave structures to the upside. So this is the one thing that concerns me a little bit about Near Protocol, is that did it maybe have an explosive 5th wave to the upside where you have to force count this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Okay, now I'm force counting, taking a fib from the low to the high. You bounced on the 786, which is a very uncommon 4th wave target. This usually invalidates a 4th wave. If this is a 1, a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here to the upside. It's not a pretty structure. That's kind of what I'm trying to highlight over here, is that I cannot clearly count on the larger time frame 5 waves to the upside. So it's either extremely bullish, where it's going to give us a completely different structure that I'm not sure that it's going to form. Maybe it's going to form a massive contracting diagonal to the upside in such a fashion, like such. Maybe it's going to do that, where you are allowed to have 3-wave structures, where you basically want to see 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Well, it still makes to 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then it falls down and it bounces. Okay, so it's not a pretty structure. So I don't feel confident taking a fib extension from the low to the high to the low and say with confidence that it can reach $15, because I cannot count 5 waves, clear 5 waves in this structure. But if there are 5 waves in that structure and it's just, you have to zoom in and micro count and force the counts in there, then obviously that is your 3rd wave target. If this is a 1, 2, and it's building a 3rd wave here to the upside, you're looking at $15. Okay, but I'll be honest with you guys, I don't like this structure. And I'm not saying that it's going down. I'm just saying that it doesn't have a beautiful, impulsive 5-wave structure to the upside. It's ugly. And this retracement here went too deep to be a 4th wave. So if this is 1, 2, 3, 4, the 4th wave went too deep here. If this is an extended wave, maybe the small one is over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can force count it. So if I force count the structure, then you're looking at let's call it a $16 near here to the upside. Okay. Right, but it does look from a day trading perspective. Obviously, it's been breaking some nice trends here to the upside. Okay. Beautiful breakout. You guys can see. Okay. Dish breakout. It already came back for the retest. So it could be building up strength and momentum, and it's going to continue popping to the upside to come and claim this high and go beyond. So, I mean, you can still day trade this thing very successfully. And I can even see inside of this structure, there was many trades that you could have taken successfully. Many, many successful trades inside of this structure. I mean, wow, look at this. Beautiful breakout. Take profits by the 50%, 618. Okay. That's, well, you know, that's where I need to make back to the future number 2 to show everyone that even if you have momentum to the downside, although you're not claiming the highs, you can still make profits with these breakouts. You just need to know where to take profit. The underbelly resistance, you can see where we got rejected is the underbelly resistance. But I mean, here was another trade. Another trend breakout. So, I mean, it's a great day trading coin. There's enough liquidity behind it. It has a nice little market cap. So the price action looks great from a day trading perspective. And potentially, okay, you want to track this momentum for a breakout. You want to track that momentum. Set up your alarm. Okay, and potentially if you get that breakout, it's going to continue momentum here to the upside. It does look like it already did the retest, and this is just building up strength for pop to the upside. Okay, that is Mr. Near protocol. Then we've got DOT. A lot of people are asking for DOT. Thanks, Devil. Great stream. See you around. Marky Mark Dutch. Welcome. Keep well, man. See you around. Thanks for joining. Appreciate it. Smash up the like on your way out. Oh, a little bit thirsty. Okay, let's go back onto the daily. Mr. Dot. Ooh, dot. I feel like DOT is one of those sleeping. It feels like Ethereum almost. DOT is sleeping a little bit, and it did claim. Wait. DOT did not claim this low. Very important. DOT, okay, did not claim that low. And that's a very important point, because if DOT did not claim this low, the only hardcore rule in Elliott wave theory is that your second wave that came here from the downside is not allowed to take this low. And it can even retrace 99%. So literally, even if it turned around over here, it's still a valid second wave to the upside. So what I like is that, well, we can then still speculate on a beautiful, okay, now this looks way better than near protocol. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Clear 5 waves to the upside. 3-wave corrective structure to the downside, consolidated sideways, and now it has broken trend here to the upside. So for DOT, I can now, from a Fibonacci perspective and a Fib extension perspective, or trend-based Fib, let me trip over my words. I can still take a fib from the low to the high to the low and speculate on a $17 DOT from a conservative perspective, okay, where you basically have, okay, it's not invalidated. Yes, it does carry slightly lower probability because the low went so low, but Elliott wave theory states that it's still a second wave if it does not take the low. Okay, so this is, it still has the potential for this. Okay, $20, right? We have to be conservative. I just have to highlight, legends. Yes, it is definitely a possibility where the altcoins are going to come and take the highs. And that is all dependent on how bullish the third wave gets. Like Pepe, did you guys see Pepe? That's a third wave. And it smashed through all the all the 618 levels. Pepe, it just obliterated the third, that price action that you guys are seeing on Pepe, that candle that just looks like a little tree to the upside, that's a third wave. So I'm giving you guys conservative targets over here to say that the 1.618 is considered a minimum third wave target. It can go to the 2.618, 3.64, 5. It can even go and take the highs. No problem. Okay, so that is my conservative scenario. A $20 DOT. Okay. Which is basically going to come and claim this pivot, right? You're basically looking at this pivot over here. $20. That is very conservative. But I mean, it's also a safe place to start taking profits, because you never know. What if 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, boof, back into the bear market and we fall down? Okay, you just never know. So that is what I see here on the price of DOT, $20. From a day trading perspective, okay, it does have a nice trend that's falling here to the downside. Okay, I'll just be tracking this momentum. It would be nice if it comes down a little bit lower, taking a fib from the lows to the highs. I mean, that's 786. If maybe we're lucky, okay, if DOT finds a, more downwards momentum here, we do have a beautiful consolidation area. We have a 786. We have the point of control over here. Definitely a support area where it basically bounces on the trend that it's broken out from, and then it continues momentum to the upside. I mean, if we're lucky, we might get that buy once again. And don't be scared, okay? Because a lot of people, if DOT had to come down here, people are too scared to buy that dip. But I will definitely be interested in a 4. Let's call it a 5. Between 4.5 and 4.1 is where I will still load up some DOT. Or it front runs this zone, it breaks the trend, and then you continue the momentum to the upside. Okay, where the correction, this correction is already done for this impulse here to the upside. The correction is done, it front runs, and it continues to, because you guys can see that I do have a trading setup over here, a swing trade. Let's just make it a little bit smaller. There's my swing trade that I spoke about. I can't remember when, a couple of weeks ago. Okay, you play the breakout. Take that out the way. You play the breakout of trend. Okay, that's where we entered. You have your stop below the lows. This is a swing trade, and you plan to take profits here by the point of control at $6.4. Okay, currently it has got acceptance back inside the value area low. So when I zoom out, okay, this is what's quite significant where I think we might not get lower levels. If I take a fixed range for this entire zone that we've been in for DOT, we got acceptance now back inside the value area low. So you want to see this level hold. It has to hold, okay? Yes, so and that value area low also has confluence with that 786 zone. I'm just looking at the highs over here. Can you guys see? Do you see what I see? Above the highs, okay, you have support. Because this could potentially now be an RS flip, okay, where you have left the accumulation zone. Do you guys see the accumulation zone? That is your accumulation zone over there. You have now broken out with a significant amount of volume. And you could be flipping this area into support, RS flip, where you flip resistance into support for continuation to the upside. So we might not get this level again, okay, because it might be doing an RS flip over here, where you flip resistance back into support. Okay, so that's basically what I see here on DOT. Can you look at GRT? Yes, I know. I acknowledge all the altcoin requests at the moment in here, but I did promise anyone that signed up to the free Discord community that when they share their charts in there, I will give it priority in this live stream. So by all means, I will ask the same question again tomorrow. Let me share this over here. So when you sign up to the free Discord community, we have a chat section. Hello, Devil, can you please check out Chainlink? Right. So I will give priority to the peeps inside the free Discord community, and this is where everyone shared all their altcoin requests with me this morning. So I'm going through all of these altcoin requests. It's free. You don't pay anything. And it also gives me time to go and prepare those altcoins so that I don't stare at the chart and spend half an hour trying to make sense of it. Okay. Dear old Link, I entered at 12 USD. I mean, let's go check out Link here for the legend. He has now used numerous ways to get in contact, right? Let's just go check out Link here at the moment. Link. Oof. Okay, I just want to clean up this chart, switch off my bullish case scenarios and take out the brushes. Let's look. So, I mean, you're obviously in a day trade. Just trade 72. Hi, Devil. Can you check out Link? I entered at 12. You entered at 12. Okay, you entered at 12 and you basically want to know if your position is protected. Okay, that's basically what you're boiling down to. So looking at this structure, let's go to the 4-hour time frame. You can acknowledge that we have broken trend. Okay, this is a nice consolidation area that you want to stay out of. Basically, that was a nice accumulation zone over there, right? A value area range, you call it deviation, but overall then you get the breakout to the upside. So some bad news that I do have for you is that, okay, it could come back and retest the area because now you've had the breakout and now it's forming a correction, and it could come and retest this area before it finds continuation to the upside. Definitely a possibility, and it's round about the $12 zone where you entered. Okay, and it's also retesting this trend. So you break the trend, you come back for a retest, and then you continue momentum to the upside. So I'm not sure if your position is protected, but it has a chance to come back. It has a chance to come back to the zone. Definitely a chance to come back to the zone, because I see an impulse and this correction could still last a little bit longer before it continues to the upside. Then maybe you get lucky. Let's go on to 1-hour time frame. Let's just look at the structure over here. I mean, you guys can see. Oh crap. Okay, I'm not sharing my screen. I'm not sharing. Sorry guys, I'm not sharing my screen. There we go. There we go. There we go. 𝗬𝗚𝘆𝗽, show your screen. Switch screens, 𝗬𝗚𝘆𝗽. Sorry guys, I didn't even look at the comments. Now you guys can see. Sorry about that. Let's go back here onto the 4-hour time frame. We don't see anything, Mr. DeFi. Yes, now you see it. Now you see it, right? Sorry guys, that's what happens when I jump between screens. Show your screen, get your coins, GRT. Okay, cool. There we go. Right, legends. So we were inside accumulation zone over here. Okay, this is what I'm referring to. You have broken out of trend. Okay, and what I'm basically highlighting is that you could definitely come back and retest these highs for a bounce back to the upside. You've also broken out of trend, and you could also come back to the trend for retest and continuation to the upside, as long as this low is protected. This low needs to be protected. Okay, you can still form a higher low for continuation to the upside. So if you have a $12 position on Link and it's protected with a stop loss, you could get stop out and the price could leave without you, because you have to acknowledge that we have a consolidation. Okay, we have a consolidation, and you've broken out and you could come back for a retest before you continue momentum to the upside. But this low needs to be protected. And I mean, what I'm trying to tell you over here is that your stop loss is actually supposed to go below this low. That's where it's supposed to go. Okay, because this retest can dip into this zone and retest this trend and then continue to the upside. Now, what I'm trying to figure out here on the 1-hour time frame, when I was not sharing my screen with you guys over here, is just, I mean, there's been a couple of beautiful breakouts here to the upside. Okay, breakout, 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 okay, and now we need to see, well, maybe Link is not going to come back to $12. Okay, there's $12. Ooh. Just want to take all of the mess out here. Let's just clean up all these small little trends that I played the breakouts. Just take that one out. I would say that looks like a better trend. It is finding support here inside of this consolidation area. When I take a trend, a fib from the low to the high, you can see it's finding support by the 382. Okay, nice little support by the 382. We have this consolidation area that will provide support at the 50% and the 618, but then we're close to that $12 entry price. So you're either going to front run it and break out, or I would still be interested in a 12.71 and a $12 Link. Okay, so I guess what I'm trying to tell you over here is, even if Link comes down to this $12 zone, it still has the potential for explosion to the upside because this low has to be protected. You've broken out of the accumulation zone. You have broken out of trend, and it could be breakout, retest, continuation to the upside. So that is what I see here on Link at the moment. Did anyone say Doge is exploding? I saw a comment, Doge skyrocket. Really? I don't see Doge skyrocketing here at the moment. Remember, guys, if you would like to trade any of these coins that I'm showing you over here from a spot perspective, from a leverage perspective, from a long-term perspective, from a swing perspective, the exchanges that I use, the links are down in the description where you qualify for the biggest sign-up bonuses and the lowest trading fees. I've also got weeks, okay? Guys, remember, I've got weeks over here. If you want low fees, I've got weeks. It's not as low as 𝗖𝗄𝗃𝗃, but it's one of the exchanges with the lowest fees where you just have to sign up with an email and a password to start trading. Okay, and then Bluffin also has the competition running at the moment where we can stick our fingers into the cookie jar and grab prize pool money of up to $1 million. There's individual prizes, team prizes go. So select the link down in the description, go register for the competition. It's going to be until the end of November, so we can take advantage of the momentum here to the upside. Okay, Doge is just crawling here to the upside. What is ADA doing? So rejected there by the trend. What is Bitcoin doing? Still crawling very slowly here to the upside. It looks like, I mean, can you guys see this? Okay, there was a breakout. There was a very, very, very shallow breakout. Guess what? It looks like it's forming another trend. Okay, you can track that trend for potential another breakout to the upside. Okay, just using data to see, well, what can happen next. Right, what is CVD doing? I want to have a quick squiz here at CVD. Okay, always important to have a look here at Bitcoin. We've taken that low. Okay, no bullish CVD just as yet. The bullish CVD that I do spot already played out. Okay, neutral at the moment. Core PPI, unemployment claims and other data out in 5 minutes. Let's go check that out. 5 minutes. 5 minutes, 0%. Previous 0%, consensus 2%, forecast 2%, actual. It's coming out in 5, 4, 3. Okay, still a minute left. Okay, you guys can see the countdown over there. It's counting down when the results will come out. So let's see. I mean, it will be interesting to see if this creates some volatility. Volatility expected, legends. I think he means it will skyrocket. Yeah, maybe it will skyrocket, but not it's skyrocketing. Okay, GRT, I see the comment there. GRT, we'll have a look at GRT. Let's just wait here 30 seconds and see how this impacts price, okay? PPI month on month. Let's see. 19 minutes. 19 minutes, seconds. This feels like a countdown over here. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And actual 2, 0.2, previous 0.1, consensus 0.2. So it came out exactly as the market predicted, and nothing. Bitcoin is actually taking a little bit of a dumpy here to the downside. Okay, so not as volatile as I expected. For the time being, the 𝗖𝗍 breakout is successful. Okay, sorry, Mr. Rudy. I know you've spoken about 𝗖𝗍 a little while back. I just want to finish up the coins over here, and then we can go and have a look at 𝗖𝗍. Avax. I'm just going to run through this. I am very, very, very bullish on Avax. It has a beautiful 5-way structure to the upside. It has a beautiful bounce at the 786. You guys can see 786 bounce here over here. Beautiful 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A beautiful 3-wave corrective structure. It looks definitely like a WXY if I go and count the waves in there. Doesn't really matter whether it's an ABC, WXY, you want to see a 3-wave corrective structure. It is now, you can see where it's struggling at the moment. Okay, this is why I also highlighted this as a resistance zone. It's at the value area high. This is where it's getting the choppiness, the choppiness, the choppiness. So it's either building up a spring to explode to the upside, or it's going to get a little bit of a rejection. But this is the resistance zone. You can see support, support, okay, support, support. You broke down, you retested it as resistance. We need to reclaim this zone for AVAX to continue to the upside. So also my bullish target very simply here on AVAX is when I take a trend-based fib from the low to the high to the low. Okay, minimum my conservative target here for AVAX is $109, and I do think that it has definitely the potential to come and claim the high at $147. Definitely has the potential. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and all the 5-wave can extend, because I have seen a lot of extended 5th waves on altcoins. Okay, lots of extended 5th waves. This 5th wave can extend even here to the 2618 at $166. But I would say with some level of confidence that AVAX is one of those coins that I believe is going to take the highs. Okay, and then you're looking at from where price is at the moment to the all-time highs, you're looking at a 3.5x on the investment. Okay. From a day trading perspective, let's go have a look. Yes, they all just in such similar structures. Okay, they all have such similar structures at the moment. They all have this nice pump and they're consolidating at the moment. All of the altcoins, very similar structures. I mean, that's the breakout you wanted to catch over there. There's not much you can do over here, and the trend is not pretty. Is not too pretty. I mean, there was a fake out. There was a fake out. So, I mean, is that now the trend that you need to track? Okay, so put your alarm and play the breakout with good risk management. From a FIB retracement perspective, this pivot looks really interesting to me. This little pivot looks really interesting for a dip below at the 50% FIB retracement. You dip below the pivot, you get acceptance back above, and then it continues, right? So $30 AVAX is definitely an area of interest. Also above the value area high over here, okay, where it can offer support. Cool. What else? What else? For the time being, the 𝗖𝗍 breakout is successful. Okay, cool. Mr. Rudy, you've made me so curious. I just want to see what you mean by 𝗖𝗍 breakout successful. What do you mean breakout successful? Are you talking about this little mini trend over here? I will buy it because it had a successful breakout over here. I mean, this is insane steep to the downside, but nonetheless successful breakout. It claimed the high. Breakout, it claimed the high. So I can see the trend that you are tracking. Is it this one? Okay, successful. Only time will tell, but I mean, you apply your trading strategy with good risk management, it has a chance, right? It has a chance. It most probably coming back for retest. You target the highs, your stop goes below the lows. The risk to reward makes sense. Okay, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. There was another breakout over there. Okay, very steep trends here on 𝗖𝗍, especially on the smaller time frames. So if you want to take advantage of these breakouts, claim the high, breakout, claim the high. Okay, this is how you backtest a strategy. Breakout, claim the high. Will this time be different, or is it going to claim the high and then fall down again and you play yet again another breakout? Okay, it can just continue, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. Right, Rudy, you tickled my curiosity over there. I just had to go and have a look at what you mean. Okay, let's wrap up the altcoins over here. Theta wasn't in the list. IMX was in the list. Okay, want to look at IMX. I see a lot of people want to see 3 rising valleys. Yes. A lot of people are interested in IMX. I'm not sure. I think it's in the gaming industry, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go back to regular. Okay, the bounce was bullish. 786 bounce. That makes sense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can count clear 5 waves in here. That makes sense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, B flat. Nice correction to the downside. And then target for IMX, trend-based fib from the low to the high to the low, $6.2 to $7.5. I would say is the maximum target from a conservative perspective. Okay, that is your target zone from an IMX perspective. And this does look really nice. It even looks like it could be a 1, 2, 1, 2. It's just the problem. The second 1, 2 is too big, but let's just speculate on this first wave over here where you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and $7.4. That is round about 5x away. Okay. Cool. Is that basically it? Is that basically it, legends? What is Doge? What is Doge doing here to the upside? Okay. Want to see what ADA is doing. ADA is still not breaking out. I'll slightly adjust this trend. Okay. It's still finding support here by the value area low. I would like this pivot to be claimed. To be honest with you guys, I would like to see ADA claim this pivot. Break down, tap the 0.618, claim this damn pivot, and then get the acceptance back above. I'm interested. If it loses the level, okay, this consolidation area will provide support for bounce, but all you're basically doing is you're tracking the momentum. You wait for alarm. If you see a nice little 15-minute candle close above, we could confirm continuation to the upside to even come and claim these highs once again. Right, please check TIA. I think I did check TIA yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so now that I have tackled all the altcoin requests inside of the free Discord community, we can now check some requests here on the live stream. TIA, I mean, it's just, it doesn't have a lot of data. Okay, I do like, let's go, oh man, TIA, let's go to the 8-hour time frame. Okay, I do like this. I really like this over here. I like that. Okay, that's accumulation. So I don't have a lot of data to work with, but I do like that we have a low and we have a higher low. That looks at least bullish. Okay, nice pump to the upside, deep correction to the downside. And what's most important to me is that you now have sideways consolidation. And this is also referred to as accumulation, not distribution. It's accumulation. When volume starts picking up, okay, and prices still moves sideways, that is usually where smart money loads up their bags, expecting an explosion back to the upside. This is definitely a profit. I don't want to count this as a 1-2. There's too little data for me, okay, but obvious profit taking areas is by these pivots over here where I have the resistance box, because it could break out and come back for a retest and continue, or it starts consolidating inside of the range once again. Just want to take the scribble out here. I think from a Fibonacci perspective, that is most probably in alignment with the 50% or 618. Okay, 50%. There we go. So for me, conservatively, the 50% area is a great profit-taking area, because you're going to face a massive resistance. You can see the support, you lose it, you retest it as resistance. So you could get the rejection, It finds support above the box that it's broken out of, and then it continues. But I mean, that is why that's such an important profit taking area, because I can buy back and I can track the momentum for another breakout. I don't want to be in massive profits and then lose most of my profits on the way down, and then I have to wait for it to go back up again. I want to take profits, wait for the retracement, and play the breakout again. So that's what I see here on TIA. From an investment or spot back perspective, it is inside of accumulation zone. Okay, beautiful. Smack bang in the middle, actually. Okay, it's inside of accumulation. So if you want to accumulate and buy some spot TIA, I have no idea what the fundamentals is about. I am not a fundamentalist. I'm a technical trader. And from a technical perspective, it looks great. Oops, let me just redo that. I'm just trying to fix this trend. Okay, that's your trend. Very, very horizontal, but I mean, it's the best that I can see over here. So you could potentially play the successful breakout of that trend, but nonetheless, it's inside of accumulation zone. Okay. Cool. Good stuff, Deviled. Koens Trading. Mr. Koens, you here. Welcome to the live stream. Mr. Koens, I'm not sure if anyone else here knows Mr. Koens, but Mr. Koens over here is an absolute legend when it comes to Elliott wave theory. Koens, I'm not sure if you saw my Elliott waves very high level that I've done over here just to work out some conservative targets. I mean, you are the Elliott wave expert. And for those of you that don't know Mr. Koens, go give him a follow. He's here in the comment section. Absolute legend. He's been an inspiration for me for very long. He's also inspired me to learn more about Elliott wave theory. Very difficult, but extremely interesting. And if you can include Elliott wave theory as part of your trading analysis, I mean, it's absolutely fantastic. And it makes your trading a lot more powerful. So thanks for joining the stream, Koen. I appreciate you being here. I would love to do... yo, I got to see that video, man. We'll check it out after your stream. Cool, Mr. Koens, welcome here to the live stream. Appreciate you being here. Go check him out. If you guys are not following Mr. Koens, go check him out. He's an absolute Elliott wave expert. Cool, legends. Well, this is what I see here on TIA at the moment. Like I said, I'm not a fundamentalist. So do your own research. But from a technical perspective, it looks like it's in a good accumulation zone here at the moment. This is what you like to see. It's hit the floor. Okay, I don't really like that trend. I don't like to trade TIA from a day trading perspective. It's ugly from a day trading perspective. But I think if you are happy with the fundamentals and you've done your research, it is in accumulation zone. This is where you typically need to buy, expecting momentum back to the upside. But I just want to highlight these two pivots to me as obvious profit taking areas, because you cannot expect the highs just to get hit over here. Okay. What else? Dot. Ooh. What did I do? Let's go back here onto Bitcoin. Where's Mr. Bitcoin now? Right, let's go back here to Bitcoin. Sorry, guys, I've lost my space here completely. Let me go back here to Bitcoin, see what is cooking on the 15-minute time frame. Let's go. Are we going to get the breakout here to the upside? Not yet. Okay, I'm still looking at a naked point of control inside of this consolidation area. So if Bitcoin finds the strength, okay, there was the breakout. Okay, I already took profits by the highs. Like, the pivots to the left is always great profit taking areas. But I want to see from a shorting perspective how price is going to react in this zone. Okay, we're not here to catch rockets to the upside or falling knives. I want to see how price is going to react. If you want to know how I see and observe price reaction at this level, go back to the beginning of the stream. I do explain what I want to see to make a shorting or a longing decision. Well, I'm already in a long here to the upside, so I want to see if I need to close my position over here or potentially leave some open for higher levels. Right, and then to the downside, what I do like is this daily level. Okay, if Bitcoin for some reason finds weakness here to the downside, it would be nice to hit that naked point of control, get the rejection to the downside, sweep up the liquidity below this pivot, bullish bounce, fib from the low to the high, 786. Okay, get that bullish bounce for continuation to the upside. It would be nice to see this little structure play out, claim the liquidity, continue momentum to the upside. Okay, let's see. I'm very curious to see how the price action is going to play out over here. But for now, I mean, you guys know, right? The momentum is still up. It's still in your best interest to play longs to the upside. And if you are attempting to short the market, please, guys, use good risk management. Apply your trading strategy. If your stop loss gets hit, take the knock on the chin. Don't add to your positions. Doge is getting the breakout here to the upside. Guys, Doge is getting the breakout to the upside. It is holding the momentum line. Okay, it's holding it. Looks like it wants to go. Let's see. ADA, still not doing anything. 𝗬liche, not doing anything. Dominance, I mean, once dominance crashes here to the downside, we're going to have a 𝗖𝗆𝘆𝗽𝗍, right? Cool, legends, that is basically it from my side. Is the CVD indicator valid on Doge? No, I only have a CVD indicator for Bitcoin. I'm 10x leverage from 39. Okay, I'm not sure which coin you're talking about for Doge. 10x from 39. Okay, I hope you practice good risk management. Don't risk more than what you can afford to lose. The CVD indicator valid for Doge? No. Is the CVD? No. Right. I think I've answered that question. Legends, smash up the like on your way out. Hit subscribe for future notifications. Mr. 𝗬𝗇𝗃, it would be nice to chat to you. Maybe, and I'm not sure if you answer Discord messages. I'm not sure if you've got that enabled. Nonetheless, guys, have a great day ahead. Trade safe. There's some high impact news coming out later, 10 p.m. Central European time. I will see you guys in the next one. Have a great evening. Cheers for now.